Welcome back to Not Real Fishing, everybody, and today we are going to probably fish the food lion pond. There's something on my screen there. Anyway, we're going to be fishing the food lion pond, mostly because I'm taking the missus car because my battery is dead, because my car hasn't moved in over 2 weeks. And we're gonna go get gas first because there's no gas in our car, and then we're gonna go to the food lion pond because it's the closest pond to that gas station. Hopefully that pans out. If it doesn't, we may or may not go somewhere else. We've only got Tenkara gear today, just like last time, which was quite a few weeks ago now, because again, my mom went to the hospital. She had a severe, well, still has a severe kidney infection, and she was actually admitted to the ICU when she was in the hospital because her blood pressure got so low. But she was able to pull through it. She still got the infection. She's on antibiotics. So, you know, for those of you who don't know, who aren't around the channel all the time, my mom has cancer, and she's also had multiple surgeries due to the radiation damage from the cancer. So she's got a lot of underlying health issues now, and she gets these infections in her kidneys because she has neph tubes installed, as well as she has a colostomy bag installed as well from where they did surgery on a bunch of other stuff from the radiation. But as of today, she still is technically cancer-free. We are waiting on results of a recent MRI for something they saw that they are going to look at. So she could have cancer again. We're not sure yet. We're still waiting on results. So hopefully I can give you guys that answer fairly quickly, depending on how often I can get out and make a video. Because as a refresher, or you know, if you're new here, I have a little brother with special needs, which is what I actually do for a living, is I get paid to take care of him. And when my parents go into the hospital, then there's nobody to take care of him except for me, my sister, and my girlfriend. But they have to work. So a lot of the times it's just me and my sister, or me and my girlfriend, one, and just, you know, a two-person team, because it takes two people to work with him. You can't just do it by yourself because he's too big to pick up, move around, and do all these other things with. But so that's where that is. So whenever my mom's in the hospital, I'm on the clock, you know, 24 hours a day, and he doesn't go to bed till 1:30 in the morning, so it makes it kind of hard to do anything the following morning because he eats breakfast at 8:30. So it's kind of hard to get a video in, and he has to have 24-hour attention. So that's why the videos have been less and less frequent this year. It's just been so much going on in my personal life. Once things stabilize, I definitely do want to get back to doing 2 videos a week, and then, you know, of course, 1 in the winter time, which now it's winter time, so it's probably going to be back down to, you know, 1 video a week, if I can even keep that up. It's just so much stuff going on. And then when I do go out fishing, which at this area that I'm in, and, you know, trying to learn new waters at the same time, it's really hard to get it all worked out and actually have successful trips that are worth putting on camera. But, you know, today we're gonna go aim for the food lion pond. Hopefully we're gonna catch some bluegill at least. I have caught some nice bass there, but hopefully some bluegill at the least. So I'll meet you guys at the water. All right, guys, we're gonna start with the imago. Jeez, can't get my words right, because I saw some fish feeding when I showed up. It looked like they were feeding on top, right along that little grass line there. So we're gonna start with that. Plus my keeper broke. I don't know if it's broken or if it just popped apart. So I figured might as well go ahead and unfurl it and see if I can fix it, and go ahead and use the top water popper that's on there, and maybe, well, I see a lot of fry. That probably is an interesting observation. I wasn't expecting to see that many baby fish. Now it probably is going to take me a minute to get this madness untangled, because like I said, it's been coiled up and it's all tangled up around this thing. So may need you guys to bear with me for a minute. So there is that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and get this untangled, and I'll put this back on once we're ready to start fishing. All right, we're untangled. Now we're using a yellow top water popper because that's what's tied on there. course, once I get here, I'm not seeing any more feeding on the surface. I've seen one little nibble. It looked like a bluegill. I don't know what pound test line this is. But let's see if we can fix this keeper real fast. See if it's split apart. I'm not sure why. Maybe because the line that I'm using is so thick, just after so long of having this thing, I just kind of wore it out, maybe. I'm hoping it'll just pop back together, but see, it's going back together, but you gotta do a couple crushes. Maybe that'll help it. I mean, it's together, but well, yeah. Well, good to know that these can pop apart and you just pop them back together. So I guess I just had it too tight, so. Let's give this a few tries. Maybe we'll find an angry bass out there. Most likely we'll end up going and getting the rhodo for a bluegill, but never really know. Got some algae. Hey, get. As y'all can see, the wind is just whipping. I mean, we have like, it feels like 10, 15, 13 mile an hour gusts. It's been a great day for the cane poles, but I didn't bring them because I was being stubborn. I'm like, no, I'm gonna bring Tenkara rods. I don't feel like packing cane pole stuff up. And now the wind is like, you should have brought the other stuff that I told you to bring. So we're just gonna work our way back. I think, might as well just walk back to where we started with this and restart this whole thing. So I'll meet you guys over there. Little bluegill. He's hooked on the tail. Hey, hey. Hey, 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 hey. Remember last time we came out here and I said that spring was flowing from the ground? There it is. That's what it was. They had to fix that right there. So pipe did burst. Well, we're going to get over here and hopefully catch a few bluegill. I got a burp. This is the line that's tied in a knot. I think the line we got on here is the bow fishing line, that 200-pound line. Don't know what fly we have. Just a little gnat, what it looks like. We need to untie this little section here because we have a knot. Alright guys, we have switched to the rhodo. We have a very short line. right now with the current tippet situation, but maybe we will get a few bluegill. There we go. Little guy. Very little bluegill. But it's a fish. This one was officially caught. Not sure if I got the other one on camera, but one little bluegill. Another little bluegill. Little guy. Now the fly we're using, I don't know if I showed it or not, it's just a little kind of ant pattern. So that's what we're gonna roll with. So the bass aren't turned on, but the bluegill definitely are. There we go. A little red breast. They are going up in size. I don't know if you guys can tell, but their colors are very pale because it's winter time. Gotta kind of toss them a little bit to get them out past this nasty swampiness. Fish had to have been tiny to get a hold of that hook and not get hooked. I do only have about 10 more minutes to fish, guys, and then I gotta head back to the house. But thankfully we didn't end this one on a skunk. If I had a longer tippet, we probably could get a bit more reach. But the benefit of having a short tippet is you get a bit more sensitivity on the hook sets. You can really feel when they pull because there's a very short distance between the tippet and your main line. And when you're fighting smaller fish like this, the shorter the line, the bigger they feel too, so. There is that. And now see, you can tell this place has a lot of fishing pressure, because if you look on this fish's face, he's got holes already in his mouth. Another little gill. Like I said, I knew once we switched to the roto, we'd be able to catch some bluegills. There we go. Another little bluegill. I think we're gonna walk down just a little bit, fish this other little spot just a few feet down. We got a few nice nibbles earlier. We'll stop right here, see if we get anything different. Ooh, he hit pretty hard. I think he's foul hooked. No, he's hooked normal. There we go. Another nice little bluegill. Pretty little winter colors on him. Ooh, just gave a couple minnows a nightmare. Oh, that was a terrible catch. All right, we're gonna move down one more time to fish this final little culvert, and then I think we're gonna call it because I'm running out of time. And then, yeah, that's basically it. Oh, that felt good. Throw that on top of the water there. Maybe we'll get a topwater bite to let it sit, see what happens. Sure did. Just not big enough to make a splash. Little old bluegill. Little old guy. Another little guy. Is he foul hooked or just tangled? Just tangled. Hey. There we go. Very feisty little gill. Ooh, he's got some pretty colors. Look at him. He's pretty. Barely hooked too. Very pretty colors on this guy. Wonder how he looks in the summer. Well guys, I think we're gonna call it there. That went pretty good considering, you know, we wasted a little bit of time using the top water popper, but I mean, it is what it is. I've got no complaints. And check it out, look. I don't know if you can see that. Can I zoom in? I don't think I can. You guys probably can't see it, but there's a little heron slash egret, crane, whatever. I think it's a heron. Just decided to come out there, and as soon as I sat in the car, he landed and was like, it's my turn to fish. You've been here all day. I'm taking my pond back. So that's kind of funny. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will catch you guys on the next one. And most importantly, don't forget, take it easy.